Hello everybody, so today we got a little special. As the title already says, I've been playing some YuGiOh again, which has been quite a while to be honest. I've been growing up with Pokemon, YuGiOh and all of these awesome animes, and there has been a time where all of this got a bit into the background and I've been busy and it still was part of my hobbies, but not so very active. But recently I got really into it again because I've been watching a bunch of YouTube videos, and today we are checking out what my current deck on Master Duels was able to perform, like, which was kinda crazy to be honest, because as the title says, I've been using Gunkan Suships in Master Duels in 2026, so stay tuned because these matches are something else. But first let's look at my current deck, because I am still not done, but I'm pretty proud of what I did. And here we go. So my main deck 40 cards, my extra deck 15 cards as usual, and there is some stuff that I think we should talk about. Because aside of the normal sushi cards, which obviously make up a large part of the deck, we got some hand traps. Sadly, again, I'm not playing since a long time. I think I downloaded Master Duels maybe 4 or 5 months ago, so yeah, I've played the entire solo mode and that earned me quite a lot of diamonds. So still, you don't get a lot of really rare cards from this though. I got 2 hand traps, I got the rescue bunnies, which are very important. We got all of the sushi cards again. I'm still trying to get another card of this kind, the Tenchi Spirit Soluya, because that's quite something that I've been building into the Sushi engine, and it is very funny. We got another hand trap with Nibiru, the Primal Being. I've been playing Painful Decision twice, and Aqua Jet, which is very effective in this deck, because you get 2 effects at once. You can special summon 1 level 4 from either your hand or from the graveyard, which is a big deal because the Suships, they can only use each of the effects once every turn, and if that is cancelled out, you are basically done for, unless you got something like this. And the second effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard and get 1000 attack on 1 monster, which honestly sometimes really helps. So we got 1 of the ports, 1 of the Sushi Catch of the Day vendors, because we can just look them up with the carrier when we get it out of the field. We got Called by the Grave because everybody is playing hand traps these days. Obviously we got XYZ import, which is really a big deal. I love this card a lot. I actually think about adding a 3rd one, but for this I would have to change my deck a little bit again. So we got a Solomon Great Charge, which is also great because we can resurrect 1 of our fire monsters in the graveyard, and it doesn't limit it to anything. We can really just summon any fire monster in the graveyard and return 2 more to the deck. And if we don't want to do this, there's another effect that we can use. If we got XYZ monster that got an attack point count that is higher than or lower than the original, and this is saying basically just destroy 1 card on the field. Any card, which is really good. So there's a bunch of traps. I know traps are rather slow and not really liked these days, but I think they are quite good. Basically just XYZ block and XYZ barrier. I've also been thinking about Reflect, but I couldn't find it on Master Duels. Maybe they blocked it or something, I'm not sure. Maybe I just haven't found it yet. That is also an option. So let's look at the deck itself. The rescue bunnies basically help to get 2 of the Sharis on the field, which are the main ingredient for the sushi deck. Because you basically just play 1 of the Sharis, either the red or the white, and then you add some toppings in order to summon the really good chaps, which I did not intend to do this. Okay, there we go. So you play these, the toppings and the sushi in order to get the big ships on the field. You got all of the spells and the traps in order to protect your ships. And there is one spell card that we didn't talk about yet. And that is the sacrifice level up. And I've been just playing around a bit with this. I'm still not sure that I keep it in there, but so far it's been quite okay. Maybe I just replace it with another import or maybe something else. But what it basically does, you discard 2 materials from one monster, and then you can special summon one exceptional set from the extra deck that is 1 level higher than the monster on the field that you used the spell on. So if I, for example, use it on the Gunkan carrier, then I can special summon any rank 5 exceptional set from the extra deck. If I use it on the Uni-class Super Dreadnought, that is even better because this allows me to special summon a rank 6 monster from the extra deck. So this pretty much opens up a lot of bandwidth, and so far I only really can use 2 of them. One is the Requiem in Berserk, which I usually just use to protect my ships and power them up. And there is Levice, the Shark Drake, which is a very strong card. The only downside of this little gimmick is that using sacrifice level up also means that this monster that you special summoned is not able to attack this turn. But it's, yeah, you just have to keep this in mind. So we got some link summons. We got Cheetah, the Fire Charmer. That is basically just my emergency engine, because if I lose most of my ships, the deck is pretty much done. But if I can just get 2 more sushis or 2 cards on the field, even just stuff like the Electro Blaster that special summons itself on a fire monster, then we can get Cheetah on the field. Most of the times the enemy just uses a hand trap like the Ashen Blossom. This is a fire monster, so we can use Heater to special summon the Ash Blossom from the enemy's graveyard. And then we instantly link summon them away for the Promethean Princess, which got the ability to just special summon one of our destroyed fire monsters from the graveyard on the field every turn. But she usually dies after 1 turn, but still, sometimes I win duels because of this. We also got Ratten, the Heavenly General. I'm not sure if I pronounced this guy correctly, but this guy is really funny because he got a really insane effect. When you get him on the field, every attack turn, not only your own but also your opponent, every single attack turn starts, you can destroy 1 card on the field. So every time he gets on the field and a battle phase is starting, no matter who this is, you just destroy 1 card on your opponent's side. And sometimes if the opponent thought that he won the duel and he doesn't know the effect very well, he can run into some demise. So what else do we have? Obviously the mentioned card, Tenchi Spirit Surya. Why do I have this in my deck? Because there's an engine that is really insane. So let's consider that most of the sushis can just special summon themselves. And now the enemy got a lot of effects that negate your effects, prevent you from getting stuff out. Sometimes you try to bait them with playing some magic first or stuff. At the end of the day, sometimes you just are very limited in what you can play. But you just need 1 single Shari on the field, and you can special summon Tenchi Spirit Surya. And then you can use both of these cards, the Sushi and the Tenchi Spirit, and special summon this guy, the Draco Berserker of the Tenchi, which got a crazy effect. Once per turn, it doesn't say it, but it's just once per turn. When opponents or monsters uses one of their special effects, you can banish it. Straight away, there's nothing attached, If the opponent uses the effect, you banish it. And it works once every turn, and it's a quick effect. So, in your turn and in your opponent's turn, this card can clear the field. So that's not everything, because Suruya got another effect. If you are using this card to synchro summon the Draco Berserker of the Tenji, then you can also summon a Link monster of the Tenji by paying life points. And you can already see I got exactly one Tenji monster, Link monster, and that is Sahasrara. That is a crazy name, by the way. And this dragon is crazy. He's really crazy. But again, we get from just one Shari and one Suruya, we can get the Draco Berserker and the Tenji Spirit Dragon. Both. Okay, we get to pay some life points, but this is still really strong, because this dragon got the funny effect that he protects all of your effect monsters if there is a non-effect monster on the field. And to make sure that there is a non-effect monster, you can select one of the opponent's effect monsters once per turn, both turns, and you can special summon one normal token with the attack points of the opponent's monster. Which is crazy good, because this is instant protection for all of your effect monsters. And if you are lucky to get some ships on the field, and you get the Tenjis, that is even better. So, but I think it's been enough about the deck. There's not really much else to talk about. I got some favorites that I still play around with and wanna add later also. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I still consider a third import, but we will see how this goes. I would also like to get a second Tenji Spirit, but it's so expensive. You pretty much see that I'm out of points in all regards. But yeah, I'm still collecting, and we probably get a second one, because this is performing really well. Alright, let's look at some duels, shall we? And there we go. So I'm currently in the gold tier 3, which is not very far, but honestly the season 52 just started. I think I ended in season 51 in gold 1 on the top, but yeah, it's just the gold. I'm not in the ranked section because I started really late and I'm not playing too competitive, but you see that this deck is still keeping up pretty well. So you can already see that the results are very mixed, but we still hold our ground pretty well. We lost to the lower one, but yeah, so let's look at some of these duels. I saved a bunch. Oh my gosh, I just realized that I'm really just playing since 1 month. That is crazy. I really thought it was much longer. But you can also see that I've been playing a bunch of standard blues, and I've still won a solid amount of them. And I've also played a bunch of PvP duels against the real players in the tournament. And we got a bunch of PvP wins, which is almost 50%. And honestly, playing a Gunkan Suship in 2026 YuGiOh is not really bad. 50% is quite good. Here we are. These are my favorites. So I've just collected a bunch, and the best of the best, which I think were just absolutely fantastic wins. And let's just look at some. And here we go. So you can already see we are not really starting with a good hand. We got the Rescue Rabbit, where we just get 2 of the Shari on the field. We got a regular Shari and some of the toppings. And by the time I was still playing Piercing Darkness, but that just didn't give me much of an advantage, so I took it out again. And the opponent is just spamming cards. You know it, it's modern YuGiOh. We're just skipping forwards a bit. I do not start with any hand traps, by the way. Yeah, so he's just going crazy, summoning stuff. And this is also why I'm not doing this live, because it's just not fun to watch the enemy play way too long. So we are starting with Piercing Darkness just to get the enemy to use some of their effects. Perfect, we get it activated, we get our bunny and two Sharis, which activates the topping effects. And we already got a lot on the field. So we are starting with the effect of the topping Uni, getting the super carrier, which is not a good order because we usually should start with the carrier. But okay, we are starting with the super right now. So we got import, and this is why I love this card so much. You are just stealing one monster from the opponent. Now we are getting our carrier on the field, which gives us access to our port. And we got another Shari, perfect. So now we get the Dread. Now, even though we didn't have the perfect material, we still get the effect of it. So we put one card on top of our deck, we play the carrier, we get our spell and we use it. And this is usually the time the opponent takes the draw, but we get another of the Uni, which is bad because I really hope we get one of the red toppings. So we killed one of the cards, we are killing the second card, perfect. And we are done. So we placed our... Yeah, I still had these in the deck because this is basically just 800 attacks for every XYZ monster on your field, but yeah, I put it out again after a while because the power-up was just not worth it. So we're speeding it up a little bit. And the enemy tries to recover from our play. And he gets a bunch of stuff on the field. And the enemy just gave up. I guess he just didn't get any draw that really helped him, but that was one of the earlier games where I played with less actual traps which protect me, so this could have gone a lot worse, but we got lucky. Alright, this time we are going first and we got the worst hand in the wild. I didn't have a single sushi card. Also, we were actually really lucky because this could have ended the game instantly. If the enemy just gets enough on the field that pretty much kills us, then the duel would be lost. But I was gambling that the opponent does not get 8,000 points. And honestly, the Blackwing is not a meta deck. But yeah, we're just again going for what's a bit. So we suffer one hit and the enemy plays a bunch of cards. That is okay, setting cards is not funny, but... So we are using our spells, we are getting some toppings on the field. And it's Ikura. So we are using the Electro Blaster, which special summons itself on the field. And then we follow up with Ikura that special summons another Shari on the field. There we go. Now we are going for the carrier first. There we go. And we get a card. And then we follow up with the Dreadnought. There we go. Into another card. And we set 3 cards and that is our turn. And these are crazy because they let us destroy so much stuff. There we go. So the fun part is that we not only negate the effect, but we also can get rid of 2 materials and destroy any card on the field. And there goes our face again. We play import and steal the enemy's card. and follow up with the power-up of 800 attack. Now, since we summoned the Ikura with the correct stuff, we can attack twice, and this pretty much ends the duel. Yep, that was not a very hard fight, but still pretty fun to watch. Now we were up against a Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is kind of dangerous these days. And you can already see we were going first, and it still took 9 turns. So I usually really hate playing against the Blue Eyes, but this one really went okay. But most of the time they got such broken combos that just activate all over the place, that it's nearly impossible to cope with it. And this was one of the weakest plays of Blue Eyes that I ever saw. So yeah, I guess the enemy just really bricked. So they just stop our Uni play, which is a problem, but we can activate the backup plan, which is Hita, and we special summon the enemy's Ash Blossom into our special Promethean Princess. And then we resurrect one card, which is the Shari, and destroy the opponent's monster. So sadly we don't really have any exceptional set on the field yet, which is a problem, because I really would have liked to use my trap cards. So now we get to use the Salamangreat Charge just to special summon one of our dead cards on the field, which is the Princess again. Then we resurrect nothing because, again, Salaman effect negates all of the effects. But we got our monster back. And it's a really slow play. I also misplayed this a lot because I could have tried to get the Aqua Chat into game and get my Uni back, or tribute summon the Uni even, but yeah. There we go, we got the carrier online, and that's the start of the end. So one attack on the opponent's monster and we are done. Now we got a trap that increases our attack by 800. We got the import, which steals an opponent's monster, and we can stop one effect and destroy one card on the field. And first we are stealing the opponent's monster, so he can't tribute it and special summon anything funny from the extra deck. And he's still not done, but let's see how this plays out. There we go, another monster, but we got our trap. And we are forcing a double KO. So it's not looking great for us at the moment, but we are definitely coming back. And this is exactly what we need, the Rescue Rabbit. We are adding 2 of the Sharis, we are using the Water Jet, and here we go. And we even get another Shari on the hand. We summon our Super Dread now, which is much stronger than the Blue Eyes. And we get, I think, another carrier. Oh, the Dread now, okay. So we are using the gift for 2 extra cards. I think I removed them from the current deck. And we are attacking directly. We destroy the Blue Eyes with the effect of the Ikura, and we attack directly, and that's the game. But again, we are really lucked out that the enemy bricked at the start. So we are going second against the Red Eyes deck, I think. And I think this was a really funny one. Against Hans West. So this is a great hand for starting actually. And we instantly interrupt it and get rid of it. Now we got a lot of stuff on the hand. Oh my gosh, it's getting better. This is why it only took 2 turns. So special summon with the effect to getting the port up, getting our carrier up instantly. There we go, we get another free card. That does not matter at all. You will see why in a second. So we are using Uni, we get Uni on the field, special summon it. Use the second Shari from the rescue bunny in order to get the super dreadnought N. And since we got 2 cards on the field, we can negate the effect of 2 cards now. There we go. And we get another card, we use the card. Check if there's another Shari, there is none. But we still get our dreadnought on the field. There we go. We still get another card. And we attack directly, that lets us destroy a card. And then we just go for the kill. Double attack for the win. Fantastic. So as you see, if we actually start with a good hand, we can really pull it off with a Gunkan ship deck. That is crazy, that is really crazy. So we went first and it still took 7 turns, that is crazy. Let's see how it went. I'm not quite sure what the enemy was using, but I definitely saw a hand trap over there. So again, we are starting with a really bad hand. I still had 2 of the day of the catch of the day cards back in the days. So we are getting some toppings at least. Yeah, that's smart move by the opponent and exactly why I returned to just using one of them. So we are getting the Dread now on the field. And we just set 2 cards. The opponent's turn. So it looks like we are up against a Toon deck. And we instantly interrupted. The enemy already down to 2 hand. Oh my gosh, to 2 hand cards, and that hurt a lot. So we don't have a lot in hand, but yeah, we just do this, which is probably not a good idea. We should have probably used the rabbit, but whatever. So we get another hit. And we are pulling a card. What could it be? It's a Shari, so we can use the catch of the day again, which is really getting us out of trouble here. So we are using these. This time I used the Shirao to get one of the Sharis on top of the deck, and then I use the Ikora to get the Shari on the field. And this is giving us 2 ships instead of 1. I just prevented the prime being, and now I get all of my ships on the field, especially summon the Electro Burst, Electro Blaster, and here we go. And we instantly turned the game around. Now anything the opponent could be playing, we could instantly steal with the import. So this is pretty much game. And I don't like to waste any time. There we go. So we were going second and the total number of turns is 4. It looks like a Dark Magician deck, but I'm not sure. Let's see what it is. So the opponent is starting the game. Oh, it's Elemental Heroes. Okay, I really thought it was Dark Magician. Yeah, the heroes just got another update and they are really dangerous. And again, we did not get a single hand trap. We're just sitting here watching and the enemy just keeps special summoning fusions on the field. And here we go, it's finally our turn. So since I don't know most of the cards, I always check what the effects are of the cards once they are played. And I try to get some kind of strategy in my head laid out, because we got a few things that we can do. First, we can go into the carrier, we get our field spell. We weren't really lucky here getting the import. So now we get to the super class. Oh, we didn't get the field spell because we used the wrong materials. But we can negate the effect of the opponent's cards. We can steal one of their monsters, and that is getting them even lower. We can get 2 more hint cards from the gift. And then we are trying to attack, which obviously we negated the effect. And we pretty much tidy up the enemy's field. Now we still got the barrier over here, so the first effect the enemy is using, we can cancel and then detach 2 materials to destroy the last hero. Boom. There we go. So the sad part is that now we can basically just watch the enemy play again, but we got a pretty okay hand which lets us set up something again. So I'm just negating the effects of both of the enemy monsters, and it's our draw time. So we get BlastLuster, which is pretty good. It's the 3rd monster on the field. We are using all of the effects again, getting our field set up. And this time we got the carrier with the right materials, so we get the field spell, which increases the power of our monsters. And as you can see, this is exactly why I negated the effect before. Now he couldn't use it, so our carrier was safe. So the power of the Solomon Great attack, I can summon another ship, and we are just crashing through the enemies. That's the game. And this is how you destroy some heroes. We got some... oh, the magician deck. And again, we were going second, which is a big deal in Master Duels these days. And it took us 6 turns to win this. Alright, so the enemy goes first, and we got a horrible hand. A really horrible hand. But the enemy just started really poorly. I'm always guessing that this is probably just the trap card that lets me lose my cards based on the opponent's field. So I would basically have to banish all of my field. But since we got a lot of good monsters that also protect themselves, I just keep summoning. Okay, yeah, the opponents really love to give me the same stuff. Okay, I tried to just remove the card, and it's not what I expected it to be. But it's destroyed either way. And we are getting our Dreadnought on the field, followed by the XYZ gift. And that did not do anything for us. And sadly, we have to stop our face over here. So it's not looking good, honestly, but we got a solid hand still. The enemy is using another hand trap to block our effect, which is great. That is pretty much a waste, honestly. So we are instantly blocking this effect with the Ash Blossom. And it's, yeah, the enemy's just down to the attack phase. And it's our turn again. Our field is not looking great, but we can change this pretty fast. So first we get these 2 bonus on the field. We check for another Shari, didn't get one sadly. And we are playing our fun cards, Narration. And the battle phase is starting and we destroy a monster. So the enemy gets just a card back in the hand, we attack. And yeah, it's not on our monster field, so lucky us. So we are pretty much done over here. Enemy's turn. And this could be ugly, but luckily we got a Rattan on the field. So the enemy is starting the battle phase and we get rid of the Dark Magician. And the opponent didn't even try to kill our blaster over here. So now we play the Ravage. We use it to get a fusion on the field, or not a fusion, except on set. We attack. There we go. And we attack directly, which is obvious. And it's interrupted, but the Dreadnought got a super effect, a special effect, which lets us get the leader on the field. And now we steal the Magician. And with this, we are at 6,000 and the enemy is giving up. Alright, let's look at the next one. I think it's a Star Striker deck. So again, we are going first this time. And we got a pretty decent hand. So first we get a Super Dreadnought on the field, which is always nice to have. And it was not interrupted yet, so we are following up with all of our sushi. Getting a Shari on the field, on the deck, special summoning it. And we are getting our Carrier on the field, which allows us to get the speed, the field spell. There we go. Now we are going for a Dreadnought. And sadly we did not get any traps yet. And we didn't get any. So basically 2 of them are just a bait. But the last one can steal an opponent's monster with 3,400 points or below. And that is 3,200, so there it goes. That is mine. So we follow up, and I think that's the last turn. So we are instantly blocking the face-up effect with the Carrier. And then we get our painful decision. We are using the effect of the Cat of the Day just to get a bit more on the field, just in case. But I don't think that we actually need it. So we are using it just to get a Shari back in the hand, just in case. And we're getting another Dreadnought. And why do we do this? Because now we can not only get a card, but attack directly, and with the effect of the Dreadnought, we destroy both of the opponent's field cards. There they go. And we are stealing a monster again. Now the field is free for us to attack, but the opponent just surrenders. Alright, we got another Blue Eyes, and this time we are going second. And it's 3 turns long. Let's see how it goes. Oh, we are going first. I thought we were going second. Alright, let's see how it goes. So we are summoning the Uni on the field. And the Shari getting the Ikuma for free. And we're so lucky to get another Shari in him. So we're going into the Super Dreadnought. We get a free card. Looking for another Shari, we again did not get one, so we use the hand one. We are summoning for another Dreadnought. Sadly we didn't get the carrier yet. But we can use XY set gift and set one card and we are done. So now that we got the Duel and Lockbird, I have to say I have not once reached the point of the game where I was able to use it. And that is exactly why I removed it again. It is just so much more conditional than the Ash Blossom or anything else. So the opponent has already done. That is perfect for us. We are flipping the Shari, getting another Dreadnought, because now we can attack directly and get both of the cards off the field. And we still got one of the imports in case the opponent summons once. That was actually a mistake. I shouldn't have played it. There we go, the field is free and it looks like YuGiOh just winning. Yep, there goes the blue eyes. You should not let the Gunkan Suships start. So what else do we have? I'm very sure that this is not a Ojama. And I think we are going second in this one. Okay, that's a really slow second. Okay, we're starting with the rescue bunny and should instantly get blocked. Which is not good. But we can still get something on the field by getting rid of the Shiro wall. Special summon the Electro Blaster, reduce ourselves to 4 stars. And get, I think it's a carrier probably. Oh no, it's the hero. As I said, this is a very decent backup plan. Into the Fiery Princess. And now we can just resurrect one card. And set a card. Now this is just a bait, since we don't really have anything. But we at least got the princess on the field, so that is something, if not really something good, but now she's at least at 3000 from the effect of the Electro Blaster. Once per turn you can, if a spell card is used, get 300 attack on all of your cards, which is pretty good. Oh, there's a knockout bird. So we're finally locking down the enemy for once. Oh, it's a Ojama and Sprite deck, okay. And I think it was really helpful that we locked down the enemy's deck. That's a lot of damage. But I think we prevented worse. And the princess can just resurrect one card again. But first we get our sushi on the field. Or rather, we bait the enemy. There we go. Using the effect to draw another sushi. But first, let's get our carrier. Let's get the Super Dreadnought. Then we can draw a card and disable effects on the field, which is the spell card. There we go, drawing a card. Painful Decision gets us another Shari Red, which with its effect itself can special summon another topping and we get a Dreadnought for free. There we go. And we still have not used the resurrection, which comes now, and we get, I guess, a carrier. Or maybe another Dreadnought. Nope, it's the carrier. And we are drawing into the YuGiOh. Now we are stealing one of the opponent's monsters, special summon our card, get another card on the field, and we just attack everything. Also, this was just greedy. If the opponent just got something like a black hole, we would be done. Yeah, that was not smart. The BlastLuster soldier. So, in fact, I should have just kept these two on my hand for the next round. And we lose our resurrection machine. And another of our ships. And there goes another ship. So we are down to a bit. Okay, we can instantly use the effect of this guy, but we could have also used it from the hand. So we are using the effect of our ship to just stop the little punk and instantly win the game with the direct attack. So I think this is the one that I really like the most, because it's also the most recent, but this was really sick. This should be the one where the Tenji really saved the day. Yeah, so you can already see I got a really bad starting hand. And we are also going second. So let's just speed it up a little bit. The enemy just gets a lot of stuff on the field. Summons a lot of monsters on the field. It's a black mage, I think. Yes, it's a dark magician deck. Yeah, this is what it usually looks like. So this is a nasty card because it just once per turn negates an effect. A lot of people play it these days. And the opponent is done. So we're trying to instantly bait the enemy after the enemy is done. Okay, here we go, I guess. So we're starting with one of our spells, and it goes through. So we try to get the effect of the Shari red, which also happens, because the opponent is just waiting for a choke point. So we get the carrier on the field at this point. I'm still counting with the effect of the LittleKnight. And the ship is done, which is exactly what I was expecting. So now comes the Shari with the real combo. And we are getting the Draco Berserker. And obviously I'm paying 4,000 life points to get the Tenji Dragon on the field. And the Draco Berserker instantly gets rid of its first victim. And we get rid of another monster. So I blocked this with the Ash Blossom. There we go. And the opponent's field suddenly only got the black dark magician over here. Which is not really a dark magician, but you know what I mean. Enemy gets rid of our token. But what the enemy is not expecting that I can just get another token. The enemy tries to stop us from doing so, but even if the monster disappears, we still get a token from this. So the enemy's effect is just leading to us getting a 0 attack token. But we are still protected from effects. So the enemy could have just attacked into the token, and in the next round we would have gotten a new token. And if the enemy tried to use any monster effects, we would have just banished it. Alright, so that's been all of the games, or at least most of them. I think I've done pretty good for what the Suships really can do, and yeah, they are quite fun to play. They are a bit hard to get, since they are only available through a secret pack that you have to find in the master packs. But yeah, what do you think about my deck? I think it's been fun. I think I'm doing quite good with what I got. And yeah, if you like the content, please consider to like and subscribe, and hopefully check in the next time I upload a video or maybe a live stream. And also drop in the comments if you got any commentary or just want to tell me how well I was doing or how bad I played. Alright, I hope you have a nice rest of your day. Bye!